The original Tomb Raider trilogy was known for its environment, its aesthetic, its puzzles, and its boss fights. In this video, I will be ranking from worst to best the top 10 boss fights in Tomb Raider 1 to 3. Here we go. In at number 10, we have the final enemy on Tomb Raider 2. That's right, it's the big goon right at the end of Home Sweet Home. Now, I do like the Home Sweet Home level as a whole, but this boss to me just seems rushed. It is an exact copy and paste of the final enemy on Opera House, and would have been so much better if for the very final enemy they had something that was a lot more unique than a complete redo of a character that we've already seen. It is for this reason I'm placing this in at number 10. Next up, in at number 9, we have Tomb Raider 3's Puna. Now, the reason I've rated this level so low on the list is because the battle is far too easy. And realistically, all you have to do is sidestep from side to side with the Desert Eagle in your hand, and the battle is over relatively quickly. Now, I must admit, on New Game Plus mode, when I had very limited ammo on all my guns, this stage actually took me 2.5 hours just to kill Puna himself. And that was due to the little reptiles that kept on spawning and poisoning me before I could kill Puna off. Anyway, it's for these reasons I'm placing Puna in at number 9. In at number 8, we have Skater Boy from Natla's Mines. Now, I must say I'm not too sure what the developers were thinking with this one. How does it even make any sense that Skater Boy gets his own skate park in some ancient research mine? Maybe it was an employee perk from Natla, who knows? Although the boss is fun and does give you the chance to pick up your oozes, the whole thing seemed quite ridiculous to me and didn't really make any sense on an otherwise quite serious level. I am placing Skater Boy in a well-deserved number 8. Next on the list, at number 7, is Qualopec's Larson Conway. This to me is a truly epic boss fight. You haven't seen a single human yet, and just as you finally head back out onto Lost Valley, you see him, Larson Conway, and he's after blood. This also sets up the story really nicely and leads you well into St. Francis's Folly, and not to mention the epic cutscene and flying spinning kick that Lara uses to knock out Larson Conway. I am placing this battle at a well-deserved number 7. Fifthly on, we have Tomb Raider 3's Tony. This is a pretty straightforward boss fight. Run around the platforms and shoot him. However, what really gets it for me is when you can see the water turn into lava before your very eyes and you're trapped in the cave with some kind of mage. It's a truly excellent display. And what makes this level even cooler is the grenade launcher hidden at the back of the room that you can use to quickly take down the boss. An amazing touch to the boss fight. That's why I'm placing this in at number 6. In at number 5, we have the infamous Tomb Raider 1's Pierre Dupont. This boss fight on Tomb of Tehokan is brilliant. After chasing him throughout stage after stage, level after level, and getting so close to killing him, you finally fight him and take him down. And the aesthetic of the arena where you fight the boss is beautiful. The Pompeii red on the walls and the 2 Centaur Guardians outside before you finally enter the Tomb of Tehokan. I am placing this battle at number 5. Coming up at number 4, we have the Great Big Dragon from Tomb Raider 2. Now, what better way to climax this game than to see Marco Bartoli lying there, and as you approach him, morphs into a dragon before your very eyes. The arena you are in is a strange greenish colour and an otherworldly environment. The whole place feels cold and chilling. And what's even great is how big the dragon is. It truly is an epic boss fight, and what a reward when you finally manage to take it down and pull the seraph from out of its body. That's why I'm placing the dragon in at number 4. We're now approaching the final 3. If you have made it this far, please remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. In at number 3, we have Tomb Raider 3's Sophia Lee. Now, the reason I placed this so high up is because it is actually more than just a fight. It's more of a timed race, where if you aren't keeping up with Sophia on the other side of the arena, you will actually find it very hard to progress up to the electricity box, because she'll be pounding you with her spells relentlessly as you're trying to shimmy across certain areas. And what's even more amazing about this is actually figuring out that you have to lure her onto the electric grid and then shoot the fuse box in order to defeat her, whereas with other bosses you just have to kill them straight up. It's a really nice little touch to this boss fight. That's why I've placed this as number 3. Now for the runner-up. In at number 2 we have Larson Conway on Sanctuary of the Scion. How intelligent to have Larson come back for a second time this late into the game. It helps you realise just how far you've came and brings a sense of nostalgia, taking you back to Tomb of Qualopec. And of course, it's always great to hear him say his epic quote when he sees Lara for the second time.
I still got a pain in my brain from you, and it's telling me funny ideas. I like to shoot you to hell.
In my opinion, this is an excellent way to close out Sanctuary of the Scion, and for them reasons, why I've placed it in at 2nd place. And in my opinion, the best boss fight from the whole of the Tomb Raider original trilogy is the big Atlantean on the Great Pyramid. All I can say is wow. I remember being a kid and facing this for the first time. You're at the top of a pyramid on a relatively small platform. There is some giant torso with a head, massive Atlantean that you must defeat, and it's trying to come after you relentlessly. The entire game has been building up to this point, and you must defeat it if you want to progress to the next area. And I think throughout all of gaming, this is one of the best boss fights that you can experience. It is for that reason I am placing this at the most well-deserved spot in at number 1. So there you have it, my top 10 favourite boss battles from Tomb Raider 1 to 3. Please give a like to the video and subscribe, and leave a comment telling me your least favourite boss fight and your most favourite boss fight. Thank you for watching.